Men are punching women in the face. Men are constantly assaulting people, and this world that we live in, an unsafe, uncivilized place because of them. And I don't care if people say it's controversial. Honestly, I think that we should restrict and monitor the movement of men. I feel like if you're a man and you want to leave your house, you should have to apply for a permit. You should have to state your business, where you're going, what time you're coming back, everything. Honestly, you can't exist in society. You guys just don't know how to. It's awful. It's awful for us to exist with you, just so you know.
The suggestion that men should apply for a movement permit to leave their houses isn't just radical feminism. It's a cry for help from someone who has watched too many true crime documentaries and 0 episodes of basic economics. Imagine a world where the plumber needs a government stamp to fix your leaking toilet at 2 a.m., or the guy delivering your Uber Eats, which you ordered because you're scared to go out, needs a hall pass from the Ministry of Management. The irony is thick enough to clog a drain. We live in the safest era of human history, yet the rhetoric suggests we're living in a Mad Max sequel. If we restricted men's movement, society wouldn't just become peaceful, it would stop. The electricity powering your ring light, maintained by men. The road you drive on, paved by men. This isn't about safety, it's about a bizarre fantasy of total control disguised as protection. It's the ultimate double standard, demanding the protection and infrastructure built by men while treating every individual man like a high-risk inmate. If men are so uncivilized that they can't exist in society, maybe stop calling them the moment your Wi-Fi goes down or a spider enters the bathroom. Accountability starts with realizing that all men aren't your personal villains. Sometimes the villain is just your own refusal to engage with reality.
Women are drafted to the military. I am most excited to see the confrontation between commanding officers and the girls. You think we're going to let you yell at us? You think we're going to do something without a please and thank you? We've all had controlling ex-boyfriends. We know not to put up with that bullshit. Like, let's sit down and have a conversation about what you want and what I want, and we'll reach a happy medium. Because there's no way I'm doing what you want when you use that tone with me. You think you can push us around like you do with these men? Think again, baby. You're gonna learn some manners.
Before we get to the part where the military meets princess culture, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, it keeps the algorithm from suppressing the truth, and unlike a dating app, I actually provide value for your time. The idea of a woman bringing girl boss energy to a literal war zone is the peak of comedic delusion. I'm not doing what you want when you use that tone with me. Honey, the enemy sniper does not care about your boundaries or your love language. A commanding officer isn't your controlling ex-boyfriend named Tyler who didn't let you go to brunch. He's a man trying to keep you from getting your unit blown up. This mindset perfectly encapsulates the modern dating tragedy, the inability to distinguish between authority and oppression. In dating, these women want a leader, but the moment he leads, they call it toxic masculinity. Now they want to take that to the army? Imagine a drill sergeant screaming, "Drop and give me 50," and responding with, "Let's sit down and have a conversation about what you want and what I want." This isn't a negotiation at a pottery barn, it's the military. The entitlement required to think the entire world, including the armed forces, should adjust its tone to accommodate your feelings is why dating feels like a minefield. You aren't standing your ground, you're just proving that you're unteachable. If you can't handle a tone from a superior officer, how are you ever going to handle the compromises of a real relationship?
Apparently there's a male loneliness epidemic right now.
Aww. Is this the consequences of your own actions? I'm sorry, we're addressing men's issues, so this is a serious matter. There's a therapy app for that. You know, cats are an option. I can confirm having a cat helps. It helps. So you might want to grow old with your cats or something. Like, I don't know. Have you tried just like picking better women? Maybe if you just didn't let yourselves go. You gotta stay tight. This ad said that you could save 15% or more on your loneliness by being fucking nice. Have you tried life with a side of respect? And finally, here's the real shocker. Okay, are you okay? Have you tried looking at women as actual human beings and equal?
The sheer glee some women feel regarding the male loneliness epidemic is a fascinating look into the empathy gap. The advice, get a cat, or don't let yourselves go. It's funny, because if a man told a woman struggling with loneliness to stay tight and just be nice, he'd be canceled faster than a bad Netflix pilot. But here, it's celebrated as a boss move. The just be nice argument is a beautiful oversimplification. Men are being told to be nice by the same demographic that admits, in part 4, they get bored when a man is actually respectful. You want men to look at women as actual human beings, yet you're currently looking at an entire gender's mental health crisis as a punchline for a TikTok video. The logic is circular. Men are lonely because they are mean. Also, I'm lonely because there are no good men. But if a man is nice to me, I'm bored. You can't mock men for being lonely and then wonder why the high-value men you actually want are choosing to stay single or look elsewhere. If your only solution to a societal crisis is buy a cat and save 15% on your loneliness, don't be surprised when the respect you're demanding doesn't manifest. Respect is a two-way street, not a tribute you collect while mocking people's suffering.
I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. Go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you gay? I just wanted him to like try. And then for me to be like, no. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to sleep with him. Now I feel ugly. This is what...
This is the psychological equivalent of setting a trap and then getting mad at the trap for working. She explicitly tells a man, I'm not sleeping with you. He acts like a perfect gentleman, and her immediate response is to question his sexuality and feel ugly. This is why men are confused. You spend 3 parts of a rant demanding permits for men's movement, please and thank yous in the military, and respect as a human being. When you finally get a man who gives you 100% respect and 0 pressure, you insult his manhood. You want him to try so you could say no. You wanted the ego stroke of a rejection. This isn't dating. It's a power game where the man loses regardless of what he does. If he pushes, he's a predator. If he listens, he's gay or weak. This is the complicity we talk about. You are manufacturing your own misery by penalizing the very behavior you claim to want. You aren't the problem because you didn't sleep with him. You're the problem because you're gaslighting a good man for having the manners you supposedly demanded in part 2. It's time to stop playing games and start being honest. You don't want a nice guy. You want a guy you can complain about. If you're tired of the damned if you do, damned if you don't dating scene, drop a comment below. Should men start asking for respect permits too? Let's talk about it.